In this short lecture, we'll be talking about how to recognize the main parts of a peer-reviewed scholarly journal article. Scholarly articles can be difficult to read. They include sophisticated and specialized language and complex arguments, as well as data and scientific research. If you know how to recognize the different parts of a scholarly article, however, you'll have a much easier time finding the main claims and being able to understand the author's arguments. First, you'll want to make sure that you can recognize a scholarly journal article when you see one. Scholarly articles are a specific type of resource that is highly valued in academic writing. Scholarly journals are usually only published a few times a year, between 2 to 4 issues. Articles go through a rigorous peer review process, meaning that other experts in the field read and critique the articles several times before they are published. Articles are written by disciplined experts, people with advanced degrees in the subject. Articles will usually be longer than 10 pages and more likely between 24 to 50 pages. At the beginning of most scholarly journal articles, you'll find an abstract. The abstract is a brief summary of the contents of the article, usually under 250 words. It will contain a description of the problem and problem setting, an outline of the study, experiment, or argument, and a summary of the conclusions or findings. It is provided so that readers examining the article can decide quickly whether the article meets their needs. When you're doing your own research, always check the abstract first to see if the article is providing the information you need. Here is an example of what an abstract might look like at the beginning of an article. When you're ready to start reading the scholarly article, you'll begin the introduction. The introduction to a scholarly article describes the topic or problem the authors researched. The authors will present the thesis of their argument or the goal of their research. The introduction may also discuss the relevance or importance of the research question. An overview of related research and findings, called a literature review, may appear in the introduction, though a literature review may be in its own section. The body of an article is usually presented in sections, including an introduction, a literature review, one or more sections describing and analyzing the argument, experiment, or study. Scientific research articles typically include separate sections addressing the methods and results of the experiment, and a discussion of the research findings. Articles typically close with a conclusion summarizing the findings. The parts of the article may or may not be labeled, and 2 or more sections may be combined in a single part of the text. The text itself is typically highly technical and assumes a familiarity with the topic. Jargon, abbreviations, and technical terms are used without definition. Scholarly articles also frequently contain charts, graphs, equations, and statistical data related to the research. Pictures are rare unless they relate directly to the research presented in the article. Here is an example of a flowchart in an article illustrating a concept for readers. You don't always have to understand the graphs and images, but you do want to look at them to see if they reflect the conclusions the authors are making. A scholarly article will end with a conclusion, where the authors summarize the results of their research. The authors may also discuss how their findings relate to other scholarship or encourage other researchers to extend or follow up on their work. Finally, most scholarly articles contain many references to publications by other authors. You will find these references scattered throughout the text of the article as footnotes at the bottom of the page or endnotes at the end of the article. Most papers provide a list of references at the end of each paper. Each reference listed there corresponds to one of the citations provided in the body of the paper. You can use this list of references to find additional scholarly articles and books on your topic. Think of the references as a research shortcut. If you found good information in a scholarly article, you can find links to other related sources in the references before you head back to the library databases. That concludes our lecture on scholarly journal articles. Remember, you don't need to be intimidated by these sources. They have arguments just like any other author, and if you know where to look, you'll be able to engage with these sources more easily as you continue your academic writing.